Hi, welcome back to Middle Mathematics. Today we're going to talk about translating numerical expressions. So just a few reminders. If you have seen, I have a previous slideshow that goes over the different vocabulary for add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So those words might pop up again today. Also on that same slideshow, I have words that indicate when you need to use parentheses and what I like to call turnaround words, all of which will show up in our translations today. So let's look at some examples here. So the directions say, write a numerical expression for each verbal phrase. You do not need to solve. So today we're not worrying about practicing using the order of operations to solve these numerical expressions. We just want to be able to translate it from a verbal phrase into a mathematical sentence. So the first one, the sum of 9 and -3. So you can see here I've already put in bold the word sum, and that is because that is our operation word. That is going to tell us what operation we need to do. So for this one, our answer is simply going to be 9 plus -3, because sum means to add. Your -3 does not need to be in parentheses. Sometimes you will see it in parentheses when there's a negative number, and sometimes you won't, but either way is fine. Number 2, the difference of -25 and 7. Difference is bold because that is our operation word. It means to subtract. Since there are no turnaround words, we're going to go in order. So I'm going to do -25 minus 7. Number 3, 13 less than 9. Notice bold, I have less, but I also have than highlighted because than is one of our turnaround words. So for this one, I have to actually write the number that comes after than first. So I'm going to write 9, less means to subtract, and then I will subtract 13. So my statement here will be 9 minus 13. Number 4, twice the sum of 10 and -3. Notice in this one I have two operation words, and that phrase, twice the sum of, sounds a lot like my parenthesis words. So again, in those parenthesis phrases, the second operation is what is put in parentheses. So I'm going to put the sum of 10 and -3 in parentheses, so that would be 10 plus -3, and then I want to do twice that, so twice means to multiply it by 2. So my expression is going to look like this, 2 times, in parentheses, 10 plus -3. A few more examples, directions stay the same. The quotient of 2/5 and 3/5, quotient means to divide. No turnaround words, so I simply put them in the order they are given, so 2/5 divided by 3/5. You might also see it written as what we call a complex fraction, where you'd have 2/5 and then a big fraction bar and 3/5 in the denominator, but this is just one of the ways you might see it written. Number 6, the product of 10, -24, and 7. Product means to multiply, so I'm simply going to multiply all those numbers together. Notice this time I used parentheses to show multiplication. Number 7, 8 plus the difference of -2 and 6. I have two operation words and I have another parenthesis phrase. So for this one, I'm going to put the difference of -2 and 6 in parentheses, and then I'm going to add the 8. So I'm going to do 8 plus, and then -2 minus 6 in parentheses. 7 more than twice -9. So here I have two operation words, and I also have than. So I'm going to start with what comes after than first, twice -9. That's going to go first. So 2 times -9, more means to add, and I'm going to add 17. I hope this helps in translating numerical expressions. Up next, we have algebraic expressions. Check back again soon.